Hi guys, it's BellaGemaNails, and today I'm going to be showing you how to decorate this Damier Bean replica. Now, I say replica because when I ordered this, I did not realize that I was going to receive it with the actual LV imprint there, which is not the reason I bought it. I actually wanted to buy a dupe for the canvas and the size because of what I wanted to do with it. I never wanted to buy the replica itself, but if you can see here, the photos online, they do not show at all like the imprint, the LV imprint anywhere. And so when I bought this, I was under the impression that I was just going to get the canvas, which I was really, really excited about because it's perfect for this actual project. And I ordered it, purchased April 3rd, as you can see there, and it arrived in 13 days. But when I received it, I realized it has all the LV prints. So this is a straight up replica. But since I ordered it already and it's not on Prime, I will have to work with what I have. I don't even think I can return it. Now, it has like the print, the LV print there. And you can see the handles here, not exceptional quality, but I mean, to be expected of a $45 bag, I suppose. It does come with the pochette inside there. Yeah, the clasp is a little janky and it doesn't really open, but it does come with that. I'm not really going to review the bag. It's just not what I expected. I'm going to proceed with the actual DIY. You can do this on an original. I will be buying the original GM, the LV GM bag, simply because I need it for travel. This is the MM size, which is a bit smaller. And yeah, so if you want to learn how to decorate this canvas bag or any canvas bag that you have in your collection, just keep on watching. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys the heat transfers that I purchased at Axieland. And Axieland is a store where I purchased my heat transfers for my last two projects, the handbag clutches. This is just the one in red. I also did the one in green camo, and then I also did the blinked out red shoes for you guys. And here I have just several of the heat transfers, and I met with the owner and he was kind enough to give my viewers a 10% discount code to each and every one of you, whether you shop online or in person. So I'll post links down below, but just remember, Bella is the code and you can use it. I get zero compensation off of it. I just wanted the savings transferred to you guys. So that's going to be good for all of you that purchase. Now, the first transfer that I purchased were these two roses, and this transfer is very, very beautiful. These are rather delicate when you are working with them, simply because they are to be pulled apart and then set on whatever surface you're going to be ironing it on, and you don't want to misplace the stones. So just be careful when working with these. But I'm going to be showing you what I got. This is two roses here. This is the heat transfer that I chose for the project that I'm going to be doing with the bag. And so you can see here how beautiful that's going to look on. I'm going to be using a black base, and then I'm going to be ironing this entire decal transfer on top, and that's going to look beautiful to set on top of the bag. The next one I have here is just stunning, and although they don't look like much when you look at them just on camera, once they are placed on a black background, they really do come to life, and this one is no exception. It is gorgeous, and this one I may use for either a jacket or a shirt for a future project. And the last one is just stunning. This is one of my favorites simply because, well, it's a skull and it looks like a sugar skull, Day of the Dead type. And it has these pale, beautiful pale stones along with all these shiny rhinestones. Their stones are super faceted and very beautiful, and they have a collection of stuff. I'll be showing you clips of what they have in their store so you can take a look. Now, they were one of the few stores that have let me film at their location in downtown. Most of them I try to film for you guys, but they don't allow me to. So they were the exception. So I'll be sharing that with you guys. Again, I didn't get paid for this. This is not a sponsored video. I simply love their product and I just wanted to show you their location.
Okay guys, so this is the store that I come to for my big transfers. And I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to do.
So I wanted to share with you all the rhinestone sheets that this store has in downtown LA. They have patches, rhinestones. These are all the colors that they have. Okay, I purchased a yard of regular black fabric, and this really doesn't have any stretch. It's very similar to the last fabric that I used, the shirt that I used, but this time I just bought a yard. And you can buy scraps of fabric for like $2 in LA. And you're going to be cutting a piece that is the size of the actual transfer you're going to be using, and you're going to be ironing it on. You could use any base color. You could use it on denim. You could use it on white. You could use it any color, but black for some reason just really seems to pop. Okay guys, now that you have separated the sheet, this paper is very, very sticky. This is the side you're going to set on top of the actual garment. Now, if any stones have turned, now all this is hot fix, so there's glue in between all these stones. So you want to make sure that everything is aligned and nothing is turned around from the small stones to the larger ones. And everything looks good there. I'm taking some wax paper. You could use parchment paper as well. And I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to set the garment straight on top. Parchment paper there. Turn it over, make sure everything looks good. See how that just comes alive with the black background? You almost can't even focus that it's black. It just makes everything pop from the pearl to the gold. Looks good to me. Set a layer of parchment or wax paper. Take your iron and hold it down for about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay guys, so I ripped off the wax paper, and what I've done is I have ironed around the perimeters. Because these are a lot smaller than these here, you really don't get to have the full contact of the iron unless you actually run it over. So you'll do it, you know, for a few seconds at a time, each side, and anywhere that you see that they are lifting or lifted, make sure that you apply the iron. Now, if the stones shift, it's very easy to plop them back into place because this is still hot. So just kind of move them around until you like where they are. Make sure everything is even. Let cool 100% before you peel off the layer of plastic. Okay, so this is now cool, and you're going to peel off the wax paper. Okay, we're going to now peel the top. See here, there are some embellishments still on the actual plastic. and you do have some missing pieces here, what we're going to do is we're going to glue them on. Now, you could run the iron over it again, but I've done it several times. And make sure that when you are ironing the pieces on or the patch on, that you go ahead and press them down when the plastic is still on. You want to make sure that they adhere to the actual fabric because they can lift. But even with the missing pieces here, you can see how beautiful that looks. We're going to fix the missing pieces without any problem here. Now, the reason these stones didn't transfer perfectly onto this fabric is because they are different dimensions. Some are higher, some are lower, but when they're all symmetrical and the same size, it's far easier for the whole thing to be transferred onto the fabric. Now, this is what it looks like from the back side. I tore off all the wax paper I could, but it's good that it has this surface because it makes it a lot more firm as opposed to flimsy when you glue it onto the canvas. Okay, now that I added every single stone and bead that was missing onto the patch, I am going to be adding some shiny top coat to these gold embellishments, and I will be adding clear coat to the pearls, and that is in order to keep the integrity of the color there, simply because this could wear off. It is not real gold, obviously, so we have to protect it. You will put it to cure in your UV or LED light. Put a very thin layer throughout the stones and avoid putting them on the actual rhinestones. You will be curing one section at a time. Okay guys, I've taken the Shine E and rubbed it against the stones here, the pearls and then the embellishments. And now we're going to cut it all out. Okay guys, now that this is fully cut out, you're going to find the middle of the bag. I want to cover the LV logos here, but looks like I could only cover the center since these are too far apart. So what you'll do is you will apply your clear E6000 all throughout the patch. Make sure you get the edges and then flip it over and center the patch and place. You're going to manually press this for a while. You'll babysit it for a few minutes before you press down with the heavy object. So just do this for a few minutes. You don't want to go too high up on the strap since it does break apart here and you don't want the patch to be lifting. Make sure you stay on the sewn part. Okay guys, so this is the finished bag. It is fully dry and the back is going to be left plain. And I did add a dangly charm, and it's a bunch of charms that I basically just pieced together, changed the hook here and added that to the side. You can also add a charm across that dangles. I do have one, but I don't know if I'll be using it for this particular project. This was a fun project. I won't be posting the links to the bag down below simply because, as I told you before, I didn't expect to see the LV printed on the bag. I simply wanted the canvas. So I can't recommend something that I just don't stand by. Plus the quality is, you know, not the best. So I'm definitely going to be doing this project on the real LV GM. The GM will be much better suited for this project because of the size of this patch. Although this looks incredible, I can only imagine what it will look like on the original Damier bean. If you all like videos like this, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up or pop a comment below, maybe even do both. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.